Hey guys, Tony here and welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Costco, another stock that I have in my portfolio, one that I think you should have on your radar. They reported their Q4 2023 earnings just a couple days ago. We're going to be talking at a very high level how the company is performing and what price targets I like for Costco. Let's get right into the details. Starting off here with the green, yellow, red dashboard, taking a look at some key financial metrics and financial ratios for Costco. Like we do with every company, you can see here with Costco that all of the boxes are green. This is a great starting point when you're analyzing a company when everything is green. And I want you guys to be looking for companies like this. The company is profitable. They have positive earnings momentum. They have a very healthy return on equity, $11 billion in cash, an excellent debt to equity ratio, a healthy working capital or current ratio. The revenue growth rate is healthy. The company is doing stock buyback. The CEO and management say what they're going to do and do what they say. The short interest is low on Costco, and the company pays a very healthy dividend. We're going to talk about the financials at a very high level, but I thought we'd start off by doing something different here because in a lot of the investing communities that I am in or that I'm monitoring, I see a lot of people clamoring, why aren't the CEO and the executives and the board buying shares? Why aren't they buying shares? And I always challenge people on Twitter or in the comments to go take a look at other public companies because I get it. You know, it's a great sign if you see that management or the board is buying shares. But when companies' executives are heavily compensated with shares, it's more common that they're selling shares the vast majority of the time just for their own risk diversification. So let's take a quick look at what's going on with Costco with the insiders. If we look at a list of insider buys or sells over the last several years, let me make this just a little bit bigger here so that you guys can see what we're looking at. This is starting with the most recent trade in June of 2023. And you can see here the vast majority of the insider transactions at Costco over the last couple of years are what? All sells. And guys, this is normal. It's very normal when executives are compensated with shares that they sell those shares. Not to diminish anybody's clamoring and call for executives to buy. I get it. It's a great sign of support. But it's just not the norm if you look around at most publicly traded companies. They get compensated with shares. They sell the shares. Now looking at the numbers, how did they do in this quarter that they just ended? Net sales were $77.4 billion, an increase of 9.5%. from the same fourth quarter last year. Looking at the adjusted comparable sales, and what we mean by adjusted is excluding the impacts from changes in gas prices and foreign exchange. That'll be these numbers here in pink. The 17 weeks adjusted comparable sales was up 3.8% for the quarter, and for the year, 5.2%. On the income statement, as we mentioned here at the top, the net sales was $77.4 billion. And I have the membership fees highlighted in green here, and we're going to look over at the 53 weeks ending September 3rd. I want you to notice that the membership fees were $4.5 billion. And when we look at the operating income of $8.1 billion, you'll notice that the membership fees account for over half of the operating income. So there was a lot of questioning from the press to the CEO in the quarterly meeting. When are you going to raise membership fees? And the execs that were on the call said that they certainly are looking at increasing the membership fees. It's been several years since they have done so, but they don't have an announcement ready to make on that just yet. Net income came in at $2.16 billion for a diluted income per share of $4.86. Balance sheet, very healthy, $13.7 billion in cash and cash equivalents, $5.37 billion in long-term debt. When we look at working capital, total current assets, $35.8 billion. Total current liabilities, $33.5 billion. Remember, what we are looking for at a very quick glance is to make sure that the current assets is higher than the current liabilities. And going down to the very bottom of the balance sheet, you can see that they have a positive stockholders' equity of $25 billion. On the cash flow statement, if you just want to do a very quick look at is it healthy or not, I want you to always go to the bottom and look at the cash at the beginning of the period versus the cash at the end of the period. And you can see here that it was $10.2 billion at the beginning, $13.7 billion at the end, giving them a net increase in cash of $3.4 billion. Very healthy net cash up here at the top, provided by operating activities of over $11 billion. When the business is generating this type of cash, you can do some great things like I have highlighted in green here. Costco paid out $1.2 billion in cash dividends to shareholders. And just above that, you can see that they did 676 million repurchases of common stock. Another fun little news item that is getting Costco a lot of press right now is that members can now buy 1 ounce gold bars. You do have to be a member. It is an online purchase, and it is going for close to the current price of gold, between $1,800 and $1,900 per ounce. Limit of 2 per customer. These are selling out within hours of new bars being posted online. Costco is one of those companies you want to buy and hold for the long term, but you want to, of course, get a great price for it if you're going to be doing that. Is right now the best price to buy Costco at? Well, I invite you to leave your comments and let me know what you think. But if you want to hear my opinion, we have here the 10-year chart, and 10 years ago, you could have bought Costco for $70. It recently traded as high as $605, currently trading at $564. I have $450 marked as the fair value for Costco and $250 as my load the boat price. Obviously, it's going to take some sort of market correction or major stumble for Costco to tumble down to $250. But I do have alerts set both at $450 and $250. $450, I might use that as like a swing trade position. $250 is definitely where I want to load up shares of Costco for my long-term position. As I mentioned, I do own Costco, but given the current market uncertainties, I'm not adding any additional shares in this price range at $560. I do love the company. It's a easy hold, easy to sleep at night. Costco is a high volume, low margin company. They are expanding internationally, and this is one that I think you need to have on your radar. Have some alerts set. Spend this time right now getting to know the company and figure out what price you would like to buy Costco at. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will be providing some ongoing coverage on Costco from time to time and as they announce their quarterly results. I am Tony. Thank you for watching, and I will see ya on the next video.